It's kind of a chill day here in South Florida as the Phillies and the Marlins get set for Game 3 of this 4-game series. Yeah, there's a lot to do. The F1 race is going on near the football stadium. We got baseball with the roof closed here this afternoon as there's some storms in the area. We're okay with it today, folks, that the roof is closed as the Phils and the Marlins get together yet again. Hey, everybody, I'm Tom McCarthy, along with Ruben Amaro Jr. It's a chill day because it's Yacht Rock Day down here in South Florida. In fact, they've been jamming to Christopher Cross and all kinds of things for the last couple hours here at the ballpark. I don't know if it's the kind of music that Jesus Luzardo will listen to prepare for today's ball game. He'll be opposed by Chris Paddock here this afternoon.
Yeah, Paddock, guys, he's been around for a long, long time. This is a guy that they really needed. The Marlins needed to bolster their rotation, but it's been Jesus Luzardo who's been the star, especially his last outing. And Grillo's Pickles brings the chill under pressure. This is Luzardo in his last start against the San Francisco Giants, throwing the baseball like he did in 2025. The sweeper was phenomenal, and he backed it up with an excellent four-seamer that he's using a lot more, and he was really dominant.
Yeah, the changeup, too, was helpful at times because it kind of get the hitter's eyes off other things. Now, our Delaware Valley Audi dealers sponsor our StatCast look at his strikeouts last time. Look at the 3 sweepers that are down and away.
That tells you that fastball was really working because they had to jump out there early to try to go get it, and he was pulling the string with that sweeper. It's one of the best pitches in baseball.
Well, it's one of the best pitches in baseball, and it's one of those things that you could just look at the stats or you can watch the game, but our citizen stats leaders, you get a look at how many strikeouts are against the sweeper for Jesus Luzardo.
Yeah, just outstanding, and again, it's one of the best pitches in baseball. I think your opponents are hitting 163 against it. Pretty impressive all the way through.
Yeah, Max Meyer jumped up yesterday because of, because of Kyle Schwarber, who wants to know what he gets if he strikes out one more time here this afternoon. Let's hope he doesn't. More from South Florida as the Phils take on the Marlins right after this.
At 6:05. Order tickets now.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Toyota. The Toyota RAV4 is the best-selling vehicle in America. Visit Toyota.com or your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. By Xfinity. Get reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years and same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Some good news here in South Florida. Now, I know yesterday wasn't great from a Phillies offensive standpoint. They had only one hit in the bullpen. You know, they've hit around a little bit over these last several days. But good news for the Phillies that Joan Duran came out of his bullpen session yesterday feeling very good. In fact, our Rally House quote of the game is Don Mattingly talking about that bullpen session.
Haven't heard how he came out. I heard the bullpen was really good. Sounds like he felt good, ramped it up. Without telling too much, I guess he hit 100 down there. So we did want to make sure that he went to intensity to make sure that this is something that, you're throwing at 90% is different from throwing at 100. And so that it's totally gone and feels great. So today would be the day. I haven't heard this morning yet.
So if he's hitting 100, does he need a rehab inning?
Well, could you hit him at 100? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe Jimmy could hit him at 100 miles an hour. So this is yesterday, Ruben. And again, there was an intensity that they were trying to ramp up.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so important to this bullpen because he lines everybody up so well. I mean, drop down everybody from Keller to Alvarado to Kerkering in their proper spots.
Yeah, and so when talking with him yesterday, he said it was his left side is where he felt it originally. He said he has not felt it at all during the last several days. All right, Phillies fans, get yourself ready for Game 3. Yes, it's a wraparound series, not the finale. One more tomorrow, but a Sunday matinee. Yacht Rock Day is coming up next. Back here in South Florida where the Phillies and the Marlins get set for Game 3 of this 4-game series. Each team has won one game so far. Chris Paddock is just headed out to the mound where he'll start warming up for the Fish. The rest of his teammates are joining in a moment. Looks like they're each getting individually introduced by the public address announcer. Paddock has bounced around. At one time was a bright prospect in the Marlins organization before being traded to the San Diego Padres. And we haven't seen him that often over the last few years. He's been with the Minnesota Twins. Here are his numbers for this year. 7th game, 6th start, 6.11 ERA, 26 strikeouts. He's averaging almost a strikeout per inning pitched. His arsenal, StatCast powered by Google Cloud, gives us a look at that arsenal.
Yeah, another pitcher that's going to be throwing a ton of different types of pitches. You will see a lot of changeups against the left-handed hitters today. Changeups, cutters, but the numbers aren't great. This is a guy that they should light up a little bit. I mean, I know they had trouble yesterday with Max Myers, but somebody's got to be taking revenge on someone, and this is the guy they got to get.
Yeah, he's searching for his first win since August 23rd, 2025. He's 0-5 with a 6.84 ERA. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Phils, brought to you by Xfinity. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Justin Crawford is back in there for Don Mattingly. Said he feels a lot better today after the migraine yesterday. Brandon Marsh is also back in there. He's batting 5th today.
Adolis Garcia getting a day off today just because he needs to get off his feet. And Don Mattingly talked about that. Wanted to give him a blow here on the artificial turf.
First pitch is brought to you by Carrier. Turn to the experts, and time is called. No pitch. No pitch. I'm not really sure why. I think there may have been a gate open in the outfield.
There sure is. Right by the Goya sign, I believe.
Oh, yeah. It's open.
It's wide open.
Oh, that gate right there. I thought it was the bullpen gate.
Well, there's another one.
All
I guess
right.
that's not a gate over there.
I think we're ready to go now. Okay. The first pitch again is brought to you by Carrier. Turn to the experts. The first pitch was better for Paddock than that one was. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Trey. Trey 0 for 4 in yesterday's ball game. He is 4 for 7 lifetime against Paddock, and he lines that one out toward left center field. On the run is Ruiz. He's not going to get there. It's a one-hop over the wall, a ground rule double. 6th double of the year for Trey Turner, and that is a very good way to start the game.
As you said, Turner 4 for 7 before this game started against this guy, and he jumps all over this four-seamer, smokes it to left center field. No way for Ruiz to get there. It's a great start.
And now Kyle Schwarber coming up. Well, you know the story on Schwarber. He has struck out 8 consecutive times. Swing and a miss, 0-1. He went through a couple of new bats today. Took the sock off the bats, taking a look at them. He asked, do I get anything if I strike out one more time? I said, well, we'll figure out something.
It's almost become a little somewhat funny.
Don Mattingly was asked yesterday if he's concerned about it. He goes, concerned about it? No, he said, he's not a guy that I worry about. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He is 0 for 3 with 1 punch out against Paddock in his career. So we have that.
Yeah. Fouled back, it's 1-2. Dylan Cousins struck out 9 consecutive times. The non-pitcher record is 10 with Jared Saltalamacchia and Rick Ankiel.
When he was a center fielder, right?
Yeah, when he was a hitter,
right,
not a pitcher. 1-2. Kyle with 11 home runs, 20 runs batted in. Paddock using all the pitch timer. Outside, 2-2 with that changeup.
He doesn't seem like he's in much of a hurry.
Now, we mentioned at one point you know, he was a bright prospect for the Padres. They were really high on him after they acquired him from the Marlins.
That's right.
Former 8th round pick in 2015 by Miami. Lays off 3-2. Traded to the Padres for Fernando Rodney.
Yep. Rodney became a closer here. He's the one who used to shoot the arrow, right?
He did. Yeah.
After his saves.
Yep. 3-2. Check swing. Ball 4. That's right. He's getting like a standing ovation from his teammates in the dugout.
That is so funny.
They were slapping the top railing.
That's as excited. That's as excited I've seen them before a home run or after a home run. Big old smile.
He was very relaxed about it today. Bryce Harper, the batter. Harper's 1 for 7 in this series, and he lines it foul. He has 3 hits against Pat. He's not happy with himself on that one, that he missed that.
And we got a fastball right down the chute. He was just a little tardy on it.
3 hits lifetime and an RBI. Against Paddock. Fouled off 0-2.
Got another one. Harper a little disgusted with himself because he got a couple pitches to do some damage on, and now he's going to have to battle.
Paddock this past offseason signed a 1-year, $4 million contract with the Marlins. There's some incentives for him to get a higher deal. And the pitch upstairs.
You know, when they traded Cabrera to the Cubs, I mean, they had some holes in their rotation. They needed some veteran presence, and so they go to Paddock to try to help him out.
In the dirt, 2-2.
He can eat some innings. I mean, he's a guy about 150 innings last year, so it's somebody that they were hopeful that would be able to save their bullpen a little bit, but he's only averaged in his starts only maybe 4 2/3, so it's not like he's eaten up a ton of innings for him.
Yeah, 5 and 12 last year between Minnesota and Detroit. Outside.
He's got a little Steve Traxel in him. I mean, he takes all his time, and Steve Traxel was one of those guys we used to call the human rain delay. Really can't do that all that much in this day and age because of the pitch timer, but this guy's using them all up.
There's still a high level of chase in his game. Fouled off.
Yeah, and if you don't chase, you're in business against him. But he can make you chase.
He can make you chase.
You can see the ball so well out of his hand. There's not a whole lot of deception to his delivery just in general.
Chase rate last year was 32%. This year it's 35%. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runners on first and second. 15th pitch of the inning. We'll have to wait. Balls, 2 strikes, and a changeup low, ball 4. And now the bases are loaded for Alec Bohm. Marlins defense brought to you by CarShield. Sanoha won a Gold Glove as a utility player. Jimenez is over at third base, making his first start in this series.
Excellent at bats from Harper and from Schwarber to get them into this position with the bases loaded, and Alec Bohm, who really likes to swing it early in counts with men in scoring position. Hopefully he can pick something out that's a strike and something he can drive to the outfield.
His batting average overall is 161, but on first pitch, it's at 250. He has 6 hits against the first pitch that he sees. The Marlins will play the infield back, looking to turn 2, with the exception of the first baseman, Connor Norby. Now the first pitch coming to Bohm. 0-1. Good hitter with bases loaded, 60 RBIs in his career and 62 at-bats. Popped up and out of play. 0-2. Sinker at 93. He's done better against the sinker than the 4-seamer, but overall 117. And the 0-2 runs high. He has nobody out, and this will be his 20th pitch. Ground ball, left side. Picked up by the shortstop, Lopez, and they're able to get the lead runner, I believe. Was he safe at second base?
Called him safe.
Wow. And it's 1-0 Phillies.
Unbelievable hustle by Bryce Harper.
Hey, he had great secondary lead.
Unbelievable secondary, and he really busted it. And I think they're trying to check it. It's way too long. He beat this play. That is phenomenal hustle by Bryce Harper. They thought that they were going to get a lead here. He is safe and on the bag before they get that lead runner.
Wow.
That's just fantastic.
Well, the bases remain loaded. It goes down as a hit for Bohm at an RBI. That's the other part of it. And now Brandon Marsh, the batter. Marsh has hit it in 4 straight, and he takes outside 1-0.
Now, they may change that to a fielder's choice, because had he gone to first base instead of the lead guy, then they probably would have gotten Bohm, but I'm not sure.
Two 2-0.
Paddock really struggling right now, and you cannot help this guy out. In this situation, Marsh looked for one pitch in one spot, look for a 4-seamer. If you get it down the middle, give it a rip.
Fouled away. He did get it sort of in the heart of the plate, in his heart of the plate. Two and 1. Phillies with their 24th run in the first inning of games. They've done a lot of damage in that area. 3 balls and 1 strike. If you're Clayton McCullough, you may have to get somebody up. I mean, there's nobody out. Ball 4.
Wow.
That'll force it a run. 2-0 Phillies on top.
Gotta love it.
Here comes Schwarber. Marlins fans are showing their disgust.
As they should.
There's already been 1 trip to the mound.
I mean, again, I can't tell you how important that play was that Harper made, beating that play out. And it's sort of dangerous. So he's getting a really good secondary lead only because he had Connor Norby not even close to first base.
Yeah, look where Marsh is now. That's basically what Harper was able to do. Out to center field. Ruiz is back under it. Tagging at third is Harper. Ruiz makes the catch. The throw goes toward the relay man. And it's a sac fly for JT. 3-0 Phils.
And not only is it a great job of driving this run in, but in addition, he moves the runner to third base with less than 2 outs, and there's still 1 out in this situation, so you can give Stott an opportunity to drive in some more runs.
"15 balls, 11 strikes, and Bryson is the hitter. 2 for his last 17. Up high.
They got the infield in. Now they don't want to give up any more runs in this situation, so they have the infield in partially. If it's a ball, it's well struck to the second baseman. They'll try to turn a 4-6-3. Otherwise, they'll try to get the runner out at home plate. Oof. And see the alignment here in the infield. They did the same thing yesterday and ended up turning a 5-4-3 double play in a similar situation.
Swinging a foul tip, 1-2. See the numbers versus the Marlins. Hit his 5th home run in Friday night's game. Two. Reyes waits on deck. Yeah, they're just not biting on his changeup at all.
No, it's a good job. I mean, something that we did not see yesterday. Seemingly, they're making that adjustment today so far.
Fly ball, right field, hit well, going back. Stowers out toward the wall. He jumps, it's gone! Home run, Bryson Stott. It's his second 3-run home run of the series. And the Phillies jump out to a 6-0 first inning lead.
I mean, just phenomenal at bats across the board for everyone here in this lineup so far. In the first 7 hitters of the lineup. At some point, you needed a big hit. This is a cutter that does not cut, and he jumps all over it, drives it into right center field in one of the deepest parts of the ballpark. Great effort by Stowers. Just misses it, but that's huge.
Second home run of the year, 11 RBIs. And Reyes whacks the first pitch foul. And still 1 out. Oh, 2. He's not fooling anybody.
Nope. Whatever plan they had for this guy, they're executing it. Nice crowd here today, too.
Yeah, good crowd, yep. Swinging a foul tip. And Reyes strikes out. 2 outs. First strikeout. They have a left-hander warming up in the bullpen. Assuming it's John King. And now Justin Crawford, free of migraines, will be the batter, batting here in the first inning. Upstairs, 1-0. Scheduled to be in the lineup yesterday, but came down with a migraine. Said he felt a lot better today. I said to him and Andrew, I said, "You young guys," I said, "you got to get these under control."
Got to give these guys some relaxation pills.
Yeah, it is debilitating, though. I mean, it's just.
Oh, no question. Nothing like it.
There's John King.
Some good swings here from Crawford, just fouling them back.
Floated out toward right center field. Long run over for Ruiz, and he's there. And the inning is over. 38 pitches later, the Phillies have a 6-0 lead. Bryson Stott's 3-run home run. That was the capper. Numbers this year, 2-3, 5.50 ERA, but really good his last outing. And that's where the Phillies hang their hat on it, just because he's been so good. 41 strikeouts in 34 1/3 innings. His last outing, 7 innings, 2 hits, no walks, and 8 strikeouts. But here's Otto Lopez outside.
And really the approach I think that Jesus Luzardo has to have is that it's a 0-0 game. Just bear down and go with the game plan.
Facing Lopez, who's hit in 5 straight games. 4th in the National League in hitting. Tied for hits in the National League with Baldwin and Albies. Fouled off 1-2.
A little bit of a different lineup here from Clayton McCullough, the manager, going with his lineup versus left-handers with Otto Lopez leading off. There's Clayton.
Lineup brought to you by Xfinity. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. We'll show it to you again. Jimenez over third, Ruiz in center, Sanoja in left. Casey yesterday was scratched. He was just ill, and I guess it's carried over to today too. Swing and a miss.
Wow, what a
There's
change.
there's that changeup.
It is devastating. He's fiddled with his grip a little bit. We talked about it in spring training, that it's something that he wanted to perfect. He's always had a pretty good changeup. He wanted to make it better. This one falls off the table, and it is in perfect placement. Gets the first punch out. Now Lopez 1 for 13 with 5 punch outs against him.
Ramirez fights it off down the right field line. Long run for Marsh. He's going to glide under it. And he makes the catch. 2 outs. Phillies defense brought to you by Car Shield, with Marsh back in there with that sleeve on his right arm. Crawford in center, Reyes in left. Adolis Garcia getting the day off. Probably looked at that first inning and said, I wish I didn't have the day off. And Stowers 1 for 9 in this series. 1 for 10 against left-handed pitching.
Yeah, interesting that he's in the lineup, but he's one of the guys I think that he's going to be a cornerstone player for this organization. So I think he's sort of locked into that 3-hole from now until the foreseeable future.
Opposite way, Reyes will play it on a hop. Well, now he's got 2 hits against left-handers. Luzardo lifetime 14 and 15 here at this ballpark, and it used to be his home ballpark. Originally drafted by the Nationals, went to the A's, and eventually came here. Grew up not too far from here, works out not too far from here. And Norby takes up high, 1-0.
"45 games started here. 45. You know, you think of him as a young man, but this guy's been around a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, 4.07 ERA here at home, or here at Lone Depot, which was his home. This is the 5th time he's faced his former team. He faced him 4 times last year. One and 2. Swing and a miss. He got him. 2nd strikeout. and the second one on the changeup. No runs, a hit, and one man left.
Yeah.
Bet365 provides us the odds for Trey to hit a home run in today's ball game. He doubled his first time up. The Phillies scored 6 runs in the first inning. 6 runs on just 2 hits. That one's lined out toward right. Sliding attempt made by Stowers, and he made that catch. Picked it right off the turf. Our Hyundai defensive play of the game. I know it's early, but this is a good play.
This is a bullet ticketed for a base hit, but Stowers closes on it nicely and makes a heck of a sliding catch here. Right off the turf, and that's your Hyundai defensive play of the game.
Schwarber lifts that one out to shallow right field. This is going to be 2 pitches and 2 outs as Edwards makes the catch.
What a game. What an amazing game
It is an amazing game. Yeah, amazing game.
Guy throws 35 pitches in the first inning or something like that.
38, yep. And 2 in this one.
And 2 in this one. He's got 2 outs.
Harper asks for time. That's not only for himself, but it's also for Luzardo.
That's right.
This will go out of play, right?
I would hope so.
Yeah, I would think it is.
Thankfully.
Oh, 0-1. Harper walked his first time. One of 3 walks in the inning for Paddock. They originally gave a hit to Bohm, but it was a fielder's choice. Shifted to a fielder's choice that scored the first run.
These guys have dinner reservations, you think?
Sunday night in Miami.
Yeah. We'll move it along. Now we got a 6th spot.
Yeah. It is kind of odd to say that we'll be here one more day. We will be for a night game tomorrow. Usually we're out of here on Sundays. 1-2 to Harper. 2-2.
The fact that there's 15 teams in each league, I think it's caused some glitches in the overall scheduling. So they have to maneuver some things around, this being one of them, I think.
And off days, too.
Yep.
Don had to be happy with that first inning that he saw from his team. Coupled with the home run by Stott.
These are the guys you want to like make some hay on, because I know that these guys, I mean, up and down the lineup, you look, other than maybe Harper and Marsh, you're looking at guys whose overall numbers are down. You want to try to pump them up a little bit. This would be the right guy to do it with.
Out to left center field, a long run for Sanoa. He won't get it. It's off the base of the wall, and he kicks it around. Harper to second, and he's there standing. 8th double of the year for Bryce.
Nice piece of hitting here. This is a changeup. He stays right on it. You see the ball come out of his hand. Head down, feet planted on the ground, and drives it to left center field. That might go out in a few ballparks, the way he drove it.
Probably would, yeah. Harper now 27 hits in his last 25 games, hitting over 300 during that span. With an OPS of over .95. One ball, one strike. foul ball got a piece of Alec. Popped up, out of play.
One of the very few breaking balls he's actually thrown for a strike.
Yeah, everything else has been out of the zone.
Well out of the zone.
Out of his hand, basically.
Yeah.
In the dirt. There's his pitch sequence.
He's seen them all, basically. The only thing he hasn't seen is the cutter in this AB.
This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat, and all of a sudden it'll be a 17 pitch inning at least after getting the first 2 outs in the first 2 pitches. Fly ball right center field. Stowers there and makes the catch. I think he may have lost it in the lights. No runs, a hit. Phillies leave 1. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd. Phillies scored 6 runs in the first inning. They lead at 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the 2nd. It's time now for the Stump the Fans trivia question, brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Get your thrill on. Jesus Luzardo was traded from Washington to the A's in 2017. Which 2008 World Series champion did the Nationals receive in that trade? Oh, I know what that is. I know the answer to that one. Had to connect the dots a little bit. Xavier Edwards, the batter. 2nd in batting average, 4th in hits, hitting .336. He also has struggled against Luzardo. 1 for 10 with a strikeout. Lines that one to left, struggling no more. 2nd hit given up by Jesus.
And one thing that Edwards really worked on in the offseason is getting his act together from the right side. Struggled last year from the right side. Numbers significantly different from when he was swinging from the left side, and certainly helped him so far this year.
Yeah, so he's hitting .321 against left-handed pitching, .340 against right-handed pitching, but still .321. Morel waves at the first one, 0-1. 1 for 4 in this series so far is Christopher Morel. He's also been hit by a pitch. Just off the injured list with an oblique strain. Cubs thought he was going to be one of their foundation pieces. Broke his bat, loops it out towards center. Stott can't get it. Third hit for the Marlins.
Not hit all that well. Obviously, he jams him pretty significantly. Stott really good at going back on the ball. Just can't quite get to this one. Just out of his reach. Well, he had a shot him at second base, but good base running by Edwards.
Yeah, heads up play. And now Jimenez, who the Marlins acquired from the Blue Jays in March, 0-1. His last game was against the Giants, so he didn't play at all against the Dodgers in that series. .069 last year with the Blue Jays.
He really has that changeup working. He's got a good feel for it. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to it again. Either get some soft contact or get a punch out here.
Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts, 3 changeups.
He threw this pitch 0-2 exactly where you want to throw it, down in the zone. Now it cut a little bit, but he had it down, and that's way out front.
And now Ruiz, the batter, outside. Ruiz is 1 for 4 in this series. Luzardo 2-1 last year, and Jesus is going to challenge that. I think that was out. Challenging. Haven't been many pitchers that have challenged. ABS is brought to you by T-Mobile, powered by T-Mobile. It is outside.
The call is correct. Philadelphia has 1 challenge remaining.
So we have the challenges up on the score bug now, so you can follow along. So one of the dots is gone for the Phils. Marlins still have both of their dots.
That was an emotional challenge. He was not happy that Ruiz didn't swing at that second changeup that he threw. Right. It was in a perfect spot, and then thought that was a strike. The next pitch.
3-2, another changeup.
That's what he thought he was going to do on the 1-0 pitch.
Changeup so far, and a strike 3 called, a 4-seamer. I don't know what. Well, I guess he was looking for a changeup.
He sure was, and that was a great sequence there at the end. The last 3 pitches that he threw, JT Realmuto. That's why he's such a big difference maker. He's looking changeup, and he busts him with a fastball and freezes him. 98.
Sanoha now the hitter with 2 outs. Sanoha is 2 for 8 with a couple of RBIs against Luzardo. Phillies have held him in check in this series, which has not happened often. Lifetime .343 hitter against the Phillies. Popped up out to left center field. It's not deep. Crawford is in. So is Reyes, and Crawford comes hopping in to make the catch. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 men left. We'll go to the 3rd. Fans need Wi-Fi that's so reliable and never gets caught looking. Xfinity Internet keeps you in the game at one price for 5 years. It allows you to get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. A lot of Phillies fans that are here. In fact, the Marlins count on it. It's a good crowd, though. This is a larger crowd, I think, than Friday night's game when there was 15,000.
Really good crowd, and especially for here. But not just a smattering of fans here from Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's a lot. Even in this third deck, we never really see fans in this third deck, but there's a whole group of them. We've got
even in the outfield.
Yeah.
In the upper tank up there.
Got a receiver issue. Yeah, there you go. Yacht Rock Day brings out the best of them. I mean, you get a captain's hat, get to listen to music before the game.
Kind of dig the captain's hat. Kind of funny. And I am a Yacht Rock fan. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not embarrassed by it. I like the smooth sounds.
We've been listening to 80s music the whole weekend in our drive over.
It's been great. It has been great.
What is it, 89.5 FM on your dial or something like that?
Whatever it is, 97.3, something. Here, at least down here in South Florida.
2-0. We kind of lost Fransky before when Debbie Gibson popped on.
Yeah, he went crazy. Murph was into it too.
Yeah, Murph was into it. We received comments like, I don't know, Tears for Fears is an underrated band.
Yes, very underrated. Get out of here.
Off the third base line, Jimenez is there. He makes the catch.
Didn't listen.
Well, there's one out. And it brings JT to the plate. There we go.
Hey, little buddy.
Yeah.
Skipper.
I don't think those are my glasses, by the way, that I'm wearing.
I think those might be my glasses.
JT, the batter. Outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
That's pretty funny.
It was very funny. That was all Scott Fransky, and he's been working on Claude all morning.
That's right. His buddy Claude.
Yeah. Claudette.
Lori calls her Coco.
Coco?
Yeah. That's her AI person.
AI friendly.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike to JT. JT had a sac fly his first time up. He had drove in 1 of the 6 runs. Fouls that one off. JT, during his time here in Miami, had 59 career home runs for the Marlins. Phillies were happy to take him off their hands. Ground ball towards short, backhanded Lopez. That's going to be his 7th error. They may give him a hit on that.
They might, because
he was moving.
He was busting it down the line, and Lopez got very casual on it. He's been very, very good at shortstop this year, but he's not happy with himself. And now ball to his right, and JT actually was running out of the box because he was fooled a little bit out front. Yeah, I gotta believe they're going to give him a base hit.
Yeah, he would have beat that. No, it scored an error. E6.
I bet they review that, baby.
7 errors now.
I'm surprised by that number. He was solid last year at shortstop, and 7 errors. That's a high number right now this early in the season.
Stott homer his last time up. Change up low, 2-0.
Again, great hustle by the veterans. Super job by Harper in the first inning to beat out a play at second base. Great hustle by JT here. in the third. Sort of helps set the tone for everybody. If the veteran guys that have been around a while, they're busting it like that, then Reyes and Crawford and all those other young players, they better be busting it too.
Fly ball center field. And Ruiz comes in. It makes the catch in shallow center for the second out. And here is Reyes. Reyes is the only strikeout victim today. Trying to break an 0 for 17. Popped up behind home plate. That'll be back into the seats.
Reyes running into a little bit of the same trouble that Otto Kemp was dealing with as a young player, not getting a chance to get regular at bats and just getting sort of sporadic starts. And it's not an easy task for, especially for young players, not easy for any utility type player, but even more difficult for youngsters who are typically getting everyday at bats.
Checked his swing. Yeah, down in AAA, he was hitting .333 with 6 home runs, getting consistent ABs. Line drive out to left field. On the run is Sanoha. He won't get it. It's one hop off the Goya side. They'll hold JT at third. And Reyes will slide in safely at second base. That's his first major league double. And it ends in 0 for 17.
I don't think that Sanoa knew how hard this ball was hit. He smoked this ball, and he comes across thinking, I might be able to catch it, and it just flies right over his head. He gets that, any air underneath that, that's a home run, but nice little swing there from Reyes.
And now with 2 outs, they have 2 in scoring position. It brings Crawford up. He flied out to center his first time up. And he pulls that one through the hole on the right side, of base hit. JT will score. Reyes holds it third. RBI single for Crawford, who's hit in 6 in a row. And the Phillies have added on. They lead it 7-0.
Ball's hit off the end of the bat on the changeup, but he stays on it long enough to punch it into that hole. Now Reyes did not know the outs. He should have scored on this ball, but he went back. He thought that there was 1 out. He froze and went back a step, and that's the reason why Anthony Contreras could not send him, even though Stowers does throw well.
Yeah, AC, who was his manager in AAA, I'm sure just said something to him about it. John King is back up throwing in the bullpen, and here comes Clayton McCullough. So that's going to be it for Paddock. The run in this inning is an unearned run because of the error off the bat of JT. This is our Nissan call to the pen. Paddock is done, and the Marlins go to the bullpen. Alder will be made in the shade when they take home a Miller Lite Phillies floppy hat Friday, June 5th at 6:40 when the Phils host the White Sox. Secure seats for this popular giveaway at Phillies.com/tickets.
Love the flag P on there. Dig it.
Oh, you know, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. One of my faves.
John King, 16th ball game, a 0.66 ERA. Opposition hitting .048 against him, which is second in Major League Baseball. Opponent's batting average against. A little different storyline today for the Phillies against the Marlins. One hit yesterday and a boatload of at-bats or outs that were recorded on 3 pitches or fewer. There were 9 yesterday on 3 pitches or fewer. Trey takes strike 1, 1-1.
A lot of off-speed stuff from this guy. He's a 6-pitch pitcher, much like a lot of the guys coming out of the pen. A whole ton of pitches to be thinking about.
One and two.
He's not going to blow you away with anything necessarily, but he'll flip a lot of pitches in and he throws them for strikes.
One and two. Line drive foul.
Yeah, just a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, so it's not like he's gonna hump it past you, but you just have to be ready for anything and just concentrate on seeing the baseball.
Runner goes from first, pitch low, no throw, and Crawford swipes his third bag.
And I don't have an issue with it. This early in this game, I know that they're up 7 runs, but it's we're in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, and another base hit can blow it wide open. On the ground to third, stumbling is Jimenez, and he's got it, and he throws out Turner, and the inning is over. Phillies do get a run. It's an unearned run. They leave a couple in scoring position. Middle of the 3rd, Phillies 7, Marlins nothing. Phillies baseball is brought to you by your local Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Del Val Honda dealer or visit DelValHondaDealers.com. By the Pennsylvania Lottery, visit PALottery.com or download the app today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians. And by Yellowwood pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have the yellow tag, you don't want it. Phillies lead at 7-0 as we go to the home 3rd. Otto Lopez leads it off. He struck out his first time up against Luzardo. Off the end of the bat, spinning. One hop pick by a sliding Trey Turner, and his throw to first a little high. Phillies are going to look at it to see if Harper's foot was on the bag. He tried to keep it on the bag.
Great decision here from Trey. He reads that short hop very, very well. And Otto Lopez can really get down the line, so he has to hurry. Gets him with a good throw, though.
Bouncer back toward the middle, might be 2. Stott will step on the bag. It is 2. So after the infield hit, it's a 4-3 double play.
Excellent decision by Jesus Luzardo of letting that ball go because it was not hit hard. Really good baseball IQ. He pulls his hand back so it allows Stott to make the play and turn the double play himself. It's such a hard thing to do because your instinct is to just go catch everything.
First pitch to Stowers in there, 0-1.
So they did rule.
Yeah, a hit.
That a hit.
Yeah, for Lopez. close. 1-2. Stowers single to left his first time up. Fly ball center field. Crawford. He's got a read on it. Easy inning for Luzardo. Double play certainly helped. No runs. An infield hit. Nobody left. 3 scoreless for Jesus. Been a nice run for him. This wrap 4th inning is brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota. Let's go Phils. It's Yacht Rock Day. There's some yachts out here in Miami, just in case you're wondering.
Just a couple.
This is the giveaway right here, the hat that they were giving, the captain's hat they gave out today.
You had a special one made, though, with the Phillies logo.
Little Phillies logo on the front. Breaking ball to Schwarber from King, and it's 0-1. Over on the TV side for the Marlins, Tommy Hutton was wearing his, and he looked like he could be a boat captain. He said he had to ask his son what yacht rock meant radio-wise, and I said, that's right up your alley, Tommy.
He did?
Yep. He said, nope, it's not up my alley.
Surprises me.
I love the throwback teal jerseys the Marlins are wearing today. It's their originals. There's a line drive base hit up the middle.
Equally excited in that dugout right now for Kyle. Nice little job of hitting. Look at the head down. I think he probably concentrating on keeping his eyes on the baseball with K-Long during the course of his work this morning. What do you think?
I think so. And plus, he was pretty relaxed about. Well, he's always relaxed.
Yeah.
Harper has doubled. He's walked. He hits this one on 1 hop to second. A little double clutch at second base, but a double play nonetheless. 4-6-3. Tie those laces. It's time for Nemours Children's Health. Kids run the bases. We can rhyme with the best of them. Kids 14 and under are invited to circle the diamond postgame on Wednesday, June 17th. After the Phils host the Marlins at 105, head to Phillies.com to secure your tickets today. He's got a little yacht. Alec Boehm has an RBI on a fielder's choice. He's also scored a run, flied out to right his last time. Must be able to add and subtract it really well.
This is the guy who said that. These are the only type of guys I could handle from the right side.
There's a strike 3 call. And Alec Boehm is down looking on strikes.
He wanted a challenge, but he held back.
I'm glad he did because it was in the box. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Fourth inning is brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils. That used to be, that art structure used to be in left center field here at Lone Depot Park.
Wasn't my favorite, Tom. I'm not going to lie to you.
It was the favorite of the former owner of this team.
Yeah, it was.
Jeffrey Loria, right?
It was Loria.
Loria, yeah. Not to be mistaken. Fouled off 1-1.
It was Jeffrey?
Yeah.
I guess it was.
Right, James? It was Jeffrey Lurie, right? Hallie, right?
A lot of people not happy with that particular owner around here.
Nope. Got a new ballpark, though.
Yeah, he did.
Brand spanking new park.
Sure did.
1-2 to Connor Norby upstairs, 2-2. And a strike 3 called.
Wow.
Got him with the changeup. 5 strikeouts, 4 of the strikeouts with the change.
It's got it working, and it is in a perfect spot. Couldn't throw it to a better spot. Right on the corner.
Kind of like a split change, the way it looks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Edwards, the batter, he takes a pitch low, just a bit low. Tyler Phillips warming up in the bullpen. He's all over the bullpen. He's closing. He's middle of the game.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a bit, so I guess McCullough probably wants to get him some work in this particular game.
Get him a couple of innings. 45 pitches, not bad, with 1 out in the 4th inning for Luzardo.
Pretty efficient, 67% strikes. I like it.
Just a little bit high. Phillies have used 1 challenge. Luzardo has used 1 challenge. 3-1. 3-2. All else fails, a well-located fastball will always help.
Still the best pitch in the game.
And the chase percentage where he ranks in the National League. Well, he's one of the best, and a lot of that is the sweeper. You saw, I don't know if you saw the Open today, but we had the graphic where 3 of his strikeouts last week, his last outing, were out of the zone with that sweeper. Softly off the mound, rolled right off the mound. Turner was able to record the assist as Edwards is retired.
Another excellent changeup, getting that right-handed hitter out front. Really not using the sweeper all that much.
Sweeper of the season, 24 strikeouts. And a fantastic whiff percentage. There's the sweeper right there. That's the 15th sweeper that he's thrown. But the strikeouts are coming on the changeup.
Yeah. And he looks like he's gaining real confidence with that pitch. And boy, could that be a great weapon for him. And has been today.
2-2. Yeah, so the changeup, he's thrown all of his changeups to right-handed batters. None to lefties, which is not a surprise. Line drive center field. That'll drop for a hit. And Morel has his 2nd hit of the day.
Luzardo's actually thrown the same number of changeups as he has sweepers pretty much today. You see those numbers there. Typically, he throws his sweeper more than any one of his pitches, right around 37, 38%.
Jimenez has struck out today, and he takes the first pitch in and low. Back to the middle. Luzardo has it. A couple ground outs and a strikeout get him through the 4th inning today. 1-3 on the putout. No runs, a hit, and 1 man left. We're heading to the 5th. Time now for our live odds update, brought to you by FanDuel. For Brendan Marsh to get a hit in this at bat, -138. He'll have to do it against former Philly Tyler Phillips. Phillips' 11th game. He's done well, 1.47 ERA. Bishop Eustace Prep graduate. And a line drive, base hit into center field. Brandon Marsh greets him with a single. Brandon's now hit in 5 straight games. Caught up with Tyler the other day and said he's feeling pretty good. He said the cool thing is that everybody in this clubhouse is basically the same age.
Yeah, most of them like mid to upper 20s. You know, fairly young, still getting all their feet wet, trying to build something here in South Florida.
Check swing by JT. He went around.
Said he finally bought a car.
It was kind of funny.
He said,
I hate to spend money.
Don't like to spend money. And you got to keep up with the Joneses with the vehicles that people are driving around in here. I was embarrassed with my little, Datsun or whatever.
Whatever it was. Fouled back.
I don't think it was a Datsun, but
I don't think it was a Datsun. I don't even think he knows what a Datsun is.
He probably doesn't know what it is.
He's talking about his high school coach, the great Sam Tropiano, who won his 800th game the other day. 800 high school games.
That's
Sammy.
a lot of games. Especially when they're only playing 25 of them a year?
Line drive, caught over at third. Look out, Brennan. Fortunately, Jimenez was excited about the fact that he caught it and didn't realize that Marsh was halfway to second. Our giant home run replay. Here's Bryson Stott.
He loves hitting in South Florida. He gets a little cutter. He drives it into the deepest part of the ballpark. Stowers with a heck of an effort, but a huge 3-run jack. And that was your home run replay, brought to you by Giant.
Breaking ball, and it's 1-0. One ball, one strike. One hopper. Tyler's now 28 years old. Originally drafted by the Rangers.
Yeah, he gave the Phillies some thrills, didn't he?
Yeah. Two and two. Phillies traded him to the Marlins for cash. March of last year. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes. Pitch is bounced over to first. And Norby will just step onto the bag. Bryson Stott's retired. And a runner in scoring position now for Felix Reyes. Reyes doubled his last time up. 1 for 2. Sweeper. Tyler's probably going to get, and today aside, but is probably going to get a good amount of the opportunities to close with Fairbanks being on the injured list.
Yeah, no doubt. And he's sort of settled into this role as a back-end reliever. Was closing some games out last year. Coming in with a lot of emotion, I recall.
Slap at his face.
Yep.
Ball squirts out a little bit, but not far enough to allow Marsh to advance. Do you think he could ever start again?
Well, he has enough pitches that he probably could, and you know he's a pretty durable guy overall. But I think he may have found his niche in this because he throws a lot of pitches, his breaking pitches that are thrown out of the zone, so he looks for chase a lot.
Swing and a miss. There you go. Splitter. Case in point, you're right. Gets a strikeout, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. Join us in celebration of the Philadelphia 76ers after they knocked off the Celtics. Game 7 last night, 109-100. They recovered from a 3-1 series deficit. Embiid was outstanding. Maxey was great. Some of Maxey's finishes yesterday in the second half were incredible. And now they take on the Knicks this Monday at 8 o'clock. That game will be streamed on Peacock. It was fun, though. We were watching it all together last night. And there was one Celtics fan who was watching it a few feet away from us. And there was a point where I think he was feeling very good about himself in the second half, which he probably should have. It was starting to teeter, and then Maxey kind of took over.
He was a very respectful Bostonian, however. He wasn't one of those, I can't say it on the air, about being from Massachusetts. But like, you know, he saw some of the plays that Embiid and Maxey were putting together, and he was, you know, applauding those as well.
He was. And the fact that the Celtics could not hit a 3.
Yeah, they were not heating it up, although they did close the gap pretty quickly in that second quarter.
Swing and a miss. 1 away. A strikeout on a sweeper. As Ruiz is retired. 1 out here in the 5th inning.
Masterful work here. I mean, this looks like a fastball all the way out of the hand, and you see the ball breaking back behind his right leg, and masterpiece.
Sanoha the batter, and he lifts that one down the left field line. And it's 0-1. You know, Paul George played really well, too.
Yeah, he sure did.
Made a couple of moves to the basket, and he kind of looked like, well, old Paul George.
Yeah. Inspiring basketball they played, indeed.
Grounded foul, 0-2. I kept thinking that Tatum was going to take that gray suit off, whatever he was wearing, and go back and put his uniform on.
I mean, you feel badly for the guy, but it ended up working out pretty darn well for the Sixers.
Fouled back.
And that is the danger. I guess that they brought him back a little too early from the Achilles.
It does.
That's
does
what it
seem
seems
that way,
like.
Yeah. Another one-line foul.
Well, they talk about it in the business. You'd rather bring him a couple of days late than a couple of days early, just because of that.
Why were the Sixers wearing white last night? Just thought about that. Swing and a miss. Another sweeper strikeout, back-to-back. That's 7. And there are 2 outs.
What a run this guy's on right now. I mean,
yeah.
his stuff is really good. Now he was going early with the changeup. Now he's going with the sweeper, and he's got the Marlins awfully confused.
Top of the order, Lopez asked for time as Luzardo was in his windup.
You know, they don't have to grant it to him.
They don't have to grant it to him. No, you're right. Swing and a miss. Another changeup. Line so far for Luzardo, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts. Off the plate, over to third. That's going to be a base hit.
Yeah.
Lopez with his second infield hit of the day. Even if Bowman fielded it, it was going to be a hit.
No chance. I think it hit the seam there, right? And that second bounce. Yep.
Ramirez hit into a double play his last time up. Low and in, 1-0. That was just off the plate. Over to third. And Alec Bohm has it across the diamond in time. 12 consecutive scoreless innings for Jesus Luzardo. We'll move to the 6th. Phil's in control. Our Independence Blue Cross Phillies of the week are Justin Crawford and Alec Bohm. Both Bohm and Crawford delivered in the clutch to secure walk-off wins, marking the first sweep of the season for the Phils over the San Francisco Giants. It was the first time the Phillies collected 2 walk-off wins since July 24th, 1998 versus the Florida Marlins. The Phillies' walk-off excellence is brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Well, Alec Bohm and the Phillies lead at 7-0. Alec has one of the RBIs and one of the runs scored here today. Crawford is about to lead things off. Crawford had an RBI single his last time up. He's now hit in 6 consecutive games. It's the longest streak for a Phillies rookie. As Casey comes in, he's out in right field. Longest streak for Phillies rookie since Johan Rojas in September of 2023. Whoop, that ball got away. 1-0. I guess Casey's feeling better. One and 1 to Crawford. Two and 1. Crawford had a stolen base after he had the RBI single his last time on. He hits this one over to third, gobbled up by Jimenez, and he throws him out. He's going to have a long way to go in order to catch his dad on this anniversary. His dad stole 6 bags on this day. Whoop.
6 bags. He ate his Wheaties that day.
There's Todd. Todd Cowles was doing an interview while one of them was going on. 6 bags.
Holy moly.
Major league record. We got to get Justin to say that he'll try to do that one time. Be the first father-son to steal 6 bases in a game.
That would be cool.
0-2. He could.
Wonder if that's one of those things that you could never break.
What? 6
Father, son,
Oh,
both have 6 stolen bases, or the most stolen bases ever.
swing and a miss.
That was quick work.
Join us for our next Phillies pregame package this coming Tuesday versus the A's. It's your chance to meet the pregame live crew, get great seats and an exclusive hat. Tickets are limited, so grab yours now at Phillies.com. Pesh is in the house. I hope he wore sunblock. He was
Fitting, because we're playing the Fish.
He was out at a golf outing with me the other day, and neither one of us had a hat on. We should have.
That's not ideal.
He said he put sunblock on.
What a good dude. Great Phillies employee.
Yep.
Oh, what a play.
Nice catch. Take a bow, big man.
Yeah, he should. He was prepared. He's been sitting around all day long for like an hour and a half, and he makes that play. Bounces off that chair, sinking line drive. Yeah, I got it. No big deal.
0-2. And there's a line drive. Base hit into center field. Second hit for Schwarber.
It's an amazing game, isn't it?
It's an amazing game.
Man's on 3 times this game. He couldn't smell the baseball for about 3 days.
Dylan Cousins was hoping to have somebody next to him on
That's
that.
right.
Strikeouts, consecutive strikeouts.
You said he had a great.
He was funny today. He was
perspective on things.
He's just funny.
Yeah.
Schwarber, he's just funny. Foul tip. 0-1. He had a cup of, I think it was, Andy's made you a cup of Cuban coffee up here every day. And I think he had a cup of that before also. His was a little bigger than yours, though.
Much bigger.
0-2.
I've already had like 3 cups of coffee before that shot. But it's delicious. Very professionally done.
But he went into his bat bag and he took out some brand new, spanking new bats. Had the socks still on them just to protect him.
Well, it is the bat's fault when you make outs and strikeouts.
Well,
and
that's
stuff
somebody's
like that.
fault.
It's definitely not the Indian. It's always the arrow.
0-2. It is usually the equipment.
Oh,
Harper serves it.
what a nice swing.
He's doubled today. He's walked and scored. Fly ball center field. Ruiz barely has to move. Now he's coming in. And he makes the catch. No runs, a hit, 1 man left. Harper's just missed on a couple of them this afternoon. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. as easy as call, drive, and save. By Nissan, every Nissan is designed for people who refuse to settle for less. Visit nissanusa.com or your local dealer. And by Fox Chase Cancer Center. Where you start matters. And Casey leads it off. As we go to the home 6th inning. Outside 2-0. By the way, we'd like to thank our researcher emeritus Scott Profrock for reminding us about the Carl Crawford stolen base thing.
Yep, and my assistant GM emeritus.
Research emeritus. Man's good with numbers.
Oh, and he's all over the internet, so you know he knows what's going down.
2-2.
He did not like my hat I wore the other day on the pregame, though.
Why?
He didn't like it.
He doesn't like fedoras?
Yep, nope.
He could stand to use
He
a
liked
hat.
your hat better than he liked
Swing and a miss
my
by
hat,
Casey.
apparently.
That's 8 strikeouts for Luzardo. Time now for our Stump the Fans Trivia Quiz answer, brought to you by FanDuel. Get your thrill on. Which 2008 World Series champion did the Nationals receive in the trade for Jesus Luzardo? What's the pitch that you like the most of today from Luzardo?
The changeup.
Yeah. So put that in your mind as far as the 2008 champion.
What's Ryan Madson?
Ryan Madson. I think it's Ryan Madson.
He might be right.
Here we go. There it is, Mad Dog.
Slimity Cricket.
Slimity Cricket.
He was like 6'9". He was like 104 pounds. God, he had an excellent changeup.
He really did. He threw it since he was 11 years old. Same grip, everything. 0-2. Low.
He had a heck of a career for himself, man. It was unfortunate that he had Tommy John after he pitched really, really well as a closer for us, and then had to bounce back. But he ended up bouncing back a couple years later and put several more years on that arm.
Swinging a foul tip.
Wow.
That's 9 strikeouts. He's gassing up now.
This guy's.
He's on a different planet right now. He's back on the planet he was on all of last year, pretty much. When he won a career high 15 games and career high in innings pitched.
I mean, this stuff is electric right now, and they don't know what to look for because he's mixing it up so well and commanding pretty much everything.
Edwards is singled and grounded out. 0-1.
Speaking of command, how about that pitch? Perfectly on the line.
He's ahead again, 1-2. There you go.
Yeah, he's bounced around quite a bit. It's pretty amazing. I mean, he's always had a great arm, and I thought it was just a fantastically underrated trade that Dave Dombrowski made to bring him to Philadelphia.
Back toward the middle, flag down by Luzardo, and the inning is over. 6 solid innings for Jesus. 1, 2, 3, go the Fish. We're going to the 7th. Phil's up 7-0. Time now for our game summary brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Well, 6 runs in the first inning will summarize a great start. Bryson Stott hit a 3-run home run in that inning, his second 3-run home run of the series. And after that, it's basically the Jesus Luzardo story. 9 strikeouts. He has scattered 6 hits over 6 innings of work.
Yeah, 4 on the sweeper, 4 on the changeup, and 1 on the 4-seamer as far as the strikeouts are going. And he has just been on quite the roll the last couple times out.
And as we begin the 7th inning, some changes defensively for the Marlins. Jimenez will go to second base. And Pauling is in playing third. as Bohm leads it off against Tyler Phillips. Phillips working for the third straight inning. Two and one. Bohm is 0 for 3. RBI and a run scored. Fights it off out to right. Casey got a late start coming in. He fields it on one hop. It'll be a base hit for Bohm.
It's nice to see Bohm finally get a little luck out of the deal. Didn't necessarily hit this on the barrel, but he gets a lot of base hits to right field. And as you said, Casey got a little bit of a late start on it and picks up his first base hit of the afternoon.
And it brings Marsh to the plate. Marsh greeted Phillips with a single to right field his first time. Line drive out to left center field. Sanoja's on the run, can't get it. It goes to the wall. Bohm held up. I think he lost it in the scoreboard.
Sure did.
And Marsh has his second hit of the day.
You're right about that. I mean, beautiful swing here from Marsh once again. He's really swinging a hot bat. He smokes this ball to left center field. And Sanoja runs very well, almost catches up with it. But you see the white in the background there with the scoreboard. And I think that Alec Bohm actually thought that the ball might have been caught. So he was going to stop and then go back. But no harm.
Well, 7th double of the year, puts runners on second and third. And it brings JT to the plate. Swing and a miss by JT.
The infield's getting rolled back in now. They're trying to cut this run off.
Popped up out to shallow right. It may have given the Phillies a break. Nope. Casey comes in, makes the catch. One out. Get all the Philly sports news you need to start your day on Sportsnet Central every weekday morning starting at 7. Presented by your Delaware Valley Hyundai dealers. They'll preview tomorrow's Sixers-Knicks Game 1. And also look ahead for the Flyers and the Hurricanes. Didn't go well last night for the Flyers. Bryson stopped the hitter. Takes low. 1 ball, no strikes. Close. 2-0.
Bryson got a chance to put together a big day with these base runners on right now. Already has 3 ribbies.
He's being very careful with them with first base open.
Sure is. And should be. And he got the rookie, right-handed rookie hitting behind him.
Ball 4. They're going to challenge this one. He may have to come back and get his bat.
The catcher's challenging.
2 challenges left for the Marlins. Well, it's a good challenge.
The count is 3-1. Miami has 2 challenges remaining.
He has more than 20 challenges that have gone his way. 22.
Done a pretty good job. Very good.
Mm-hmm. And now it's 3-2.
This Speaking of challenges, I don't think he's going to challenge him with a fastball here. He's throwing nothing but off speed. Looking for that chase from Stott with the base open, as you said, Tom.
Ground ball over to first, and they'll hold Bohm at third. And Bryson not happy with himself.
Nope.
3 unassisted on that. By the way, while we were watching the game last night, watching the Sixers game last night, Ruben, he was multitasking. He was watching, was it FC Dallas or Dallas FC?
FC Dallas.
FC Dallas.
Lori, my partner, her daughter, or her son, is actually on that ball club, and he gets his first MLS goal. Check this out, Sam Sarver with the header to finish. Pretty awesome.
Took his shirt off, Ruben.
Yeah, he did. He's a pretty energetic kid. He can celebrate with the best of them. He did it a lot at IU when he was there as a 2-time All-American.
That's so cool.
It was such an unbelievable moment for the kid. I mean, I was pretty emotional. Congratulations to the Sarver family.
Yeah, you jumped up pretty good.
Yeah,
in fact, the guy that was rooting for the Celtics was wondering
what the heck
happened. He goes, I thought Brown just hit a 3. Why are you celebrating? Here's Reyes with runners at second and third.
I said it, my partner's daughter, because my partner's daughter happened to meet Luke Combs yesterday backstage. It was a big day for the Sarver family. Or actually didn't meet him, but was asked to go backstage and was Luke Combs' guest. How about that?
That's a day.
These kids get to do some stuff.
1 ball, 1 strike. What do you get? So when you score your first goal, what do you get? Do you get the ball?
Well, he got the ball, which was really awesome. But Lori got a chance to go down to the field and got his jersey.
Oh, that's cool. Well, he took it off.
Well, yeah, he did. Well, he had to put it back on to finish the game.
Here's the
This is called a strike. The batter's challenging.
Reyes is challenging this one. And Phillies are out of challenges.
The call's confirmed. Philadelphia's out of challenges.
Yeah, so she got the grass-stained jersey and she took it home. The game was at Sports Illustrated Stadium, I guess, there in outside of Newark.
Yeah, the Red Bulls play.
Red Bull, yeah.
Swing and a miss. And Phillips, he's happy with himself because he leaves 2 runners in scoring position. He picks up his 3rd strikeout in 3 innings of work. It's time to stretch. Our drive of the game brought to you by your Delaware Valley Audi dealers. And the Phillies have been driving it in today. They lead it 7-0. And a lot of that is because of their offense in the first inning. They scored 6 runs, a 3-run home run by Bryson Stott. But this guy has been on top of his game for a 2nd consecutive start. He has gotten 13 consecutive innings without allowing a run. Last outing, 7 innings, 2 hits, 8 strikeouts. He's done 1 better today with his strikeout total. It's allowed a few hits, of course, too.
And the one number I love the most there is the 0 walks. 2 starts in a row thus far.
Yep. Yeah, this coming off a start where he had 4 walks. Don Mattingly and the Phillies coaching staff have to be happy about that.
It all starts with starting pitching. You get that quality starting pitching, and boy, you give yourself a chance every single night.
Morel takes a strike. Morel has had the most success He and Otto Lopez each have 2 hits today. They appeal. No swings, says Bruce Streckman. Did he hurt himself? He may have hurt himself. You know, he's had this oblique strain.
Yep.
Oh, that's something. Yeah,
he says he's okay. And Clayton McCullough was going to come out. He waved him off. I mean, those oblique strains are tricky, man. I've had one myself, and it is not fun when you're rehabbing it.
Swing and a miss. Yeah, he's hurt.
Oh, he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. That is 10 strikeouts for Luzardo. Second time this year.
This time on the changeup. He goes back to the changeup. Many of the strikeouts early on the changeup. This is the 5th one on it. Went to the sweeper for a while for a couple of kills, but God, it's been a good pitch for him today.
Yeah, Jimenez takes a strike. It's 0-1. So Morel just went down underneath with the athletic trainer. You would think that his oblique is fired up again. Even if it's just a discomfort, he's not going to continue, I would think.
I remember doing a rehab myself. No, there's no way, I don't think. I remember doing a rehab on an oblique one time when I was in AAA with the Phillies in Scranton, and somebody who had it before said, try not to sneeze. Because if you sneeze, they'll blow it out again. Don't you know, like the next day, I think he spoken into existence.
Oh.
I sneezed, and it like set me back for like another week.
Check swing. No appeal.
Not fun.
The fact that it only set you back a week, though.
Yeah, I was lucky.
A lot of times, if you re-aggravate it, you're done for a while. 2-2. And the pitch hit him in the foot. And Jimenez will go to first.
I was literally the back foot breaker. Yep, right off the top of the foot.
Kel Cotham getting somebody up in the bullpen.
He's starting to get up there in the pitch count, closing in on 100 here, and so if there's any question that this is going to be his last inning if he doesn't work his way through it.
Two 2-0. Fly ball left field. That's hit well. Reyes going back. It's going to be gone. Up over the bullpen. Second home run of the year for Ruiz. It's now 7-2. That ends the scoreless streak. "13 innings."
Hasn't made a whole lot of mistakes, but he throws this fastball supposed to be on the inside part of the plate. Leaves that over the plate for Ruiz, and he jumps all over it.
Sanoja now the batter with one man down, and he takes a strike. 0-1. Yeah, the shame of it is that Jimenez he was ahead of.
Yep. Yeah, just in a game of inches, that ball just clipped his foot, barely tipped his foot.
There's Morel. I guess he's okay. One and two.
He's got Sanoja leaning out over the plate now on a couple of changeups. I wonder if he'll try to bust him in. Try to do it with the sweeper.
You got him on the sweepers last time. And the 2-2. Line drive, fair, down the left field line. It'll scoot toward the corner. Reyes will cut it off. And Sanoha has his 4th double of the year.
And we talk about him being a pest. I mean, this guy's had a lot of success against the Phillies, and it's a pretty good pitch. He's way out in front of him. He stays on it just enough to keep it fair down that left field line, and they pick up another extra base hit. And that's gonna be it.
Yeah, Nissan call to the pen. Jesus is lifted. He's responsible for the runner at second. We'll be back after this. Kids 14 and under will take home a pair of their favorite pair when they receive the Phil and Phyllis socks presented by Terminex on Saturday, May 9th at 6:05 when the Phils host the Rockies. Grab tickets today at Phillies.com. Sugart will take over his 10th ball game, 1.00 ERA. And he'll take over with a runner at second base. Phillies lead at 7-2. The line on Luzardo. No walks for a second straight outing. 6 1/3, 8 hits. He is responsible for the runner at second. Inside, 1-0. Sugar's been one of the more reliable relief pitchers for the Phillies. He's
been effective running that fastball, working that fastball in on those right-handers.
Lopez looked like he was taking there. He has 2 infield hits today. He's 2 for 3. Bouncer out to shortstop. Turner charges, backhands, throws. 2 outs.
That kid really gets down the line.
Yeah,
you cannot mess around when he's and he gets out fast because he's one of those guys that when he's out in front, he's like almost at sprint speed by the time he's in his first or second stride.
Ramirez, the batter, he's 0 for 3. Dangerous hitter. Inside. Ground ball to short again. Turner tosses across, and Sugar does his job yet again. 2 runs do score and a 2-run home run. That's it, though. Luzardo's line is complete. 2 runs over 6 1/3. Area Chevy dealers. Visit Chevrolet.com. And by Rally House, your city, your house. Rally House, Philadelphia. They've had rain all in the area today. In fact, they had to move up the F1 race to have that take place a little earlier. Here's Josh Eknes, who's making his major league debut. 9 games in Jacksonville in AAA. A 5.68 ERA, 21 strikeouts in 12 2/3. That's a lot of strikeouts, but also a 255 batting average against.
Yeah, and a 5.65 ERA. I mean, that's pretty lofty, but I mean, this is not uncommon here in this day and age with the usage of bullpen arms. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have great numbers to get an opportunity to come to the big leagues.
Justin Crawford, the batter, to lead it off, and he takes a strike 0-1. Yeah, 98. 12th round pick in 2023 out of Houston. Now they're going to take that first pitch out.
Because of the very first pitch strike that he threw in the major leagues.
Last year he was in Double-A and Triple-A, made 46 appearances, was 4-1, an ERA of 4.17. Back to the screen, 0-2. He's the first member of the Marlins 2023 draft class to make it to the big leagues. Line drive out toward right center field. On the run is Casey. He'll get to it. I left the bat. I thought it might have a little bit more on it. And now a quick word from FanDuel Casino.
FanDuel Casino has 5 Huff and Puff games that'll blow you away. With houses of stick and brick bringing bigger, badder jackpots. Your home for thrills is the home of Huff and Puff. New players get 500 bonus spins plus up to $1,000 back in casino bonus.
Turner is 1 for 4 this afternoon. Ground ball to second base. Jimenez throws out Turner. And 2 outs for Schwarber. Schwarber's 2 for 3 today with a walk. Rolls over on 1 to first. Well, if you're Eknes, that's got to be a really good feeling. You just got 3 outs very quickly in your major league debut. Good for that young man. Time now for a turning point brought to you by Toyota Camry and Jesus Luzardo. What a day it was for him. I mean, he was outstanding through 6+ innings.
Yeah, he established his fastball and his changeup really well in the early part of the game, and then he started mixing in sliders.
Sugar gives up a base hit to start this bottom of the 8th inning.
That sweeper, I call it a slider. It's sort of abbreviated slider, but just really fun to watch him deal over the last couple of outings.
And everything's kind of off that fastball. And he's thrown more 4-seamers than 2-seamers recently. Connor Norby swinging a foul tip, 0-1.
You know, I watch Casey, and I know he's a little bit more athletic because he's an outfielder, runs well, does some other things well. But I get like Sean Casey vibes from Casey, believe it or not.
Okay. Think he's as affable?
I don't know if there's anybody as nice and affable as Sean Casey is. Of course, the Caseys are spelled a little differently.
A little bit. Ground ball to third. This might be 2. There's 1. Stott's return throw in time. 5-4-3 double play.
You just got to love that if you're Chase Sugar. He's done a heck of a job, and that's something that the Phillies have been working on, that double play, because the more you can get these double plays, the better off you're going to be, obviously, and it's something they have to sharpen up a little bit on, sort of tailor-made, but Norby, who runs pretty well, it's nice to get to turn it over.
Well, with 2 outs, It brings Graham Pauley up for the first time. Fouled back. Every time a Phillies pitcher like Chase Sugar throws a pitch 95 or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities.
Sugared.
Sugared. Like sugar.
Yeah, like sugar.
Yeah, sugared. Fly ball, right center field. Hit pretty well, but playable for Marsh. And he'll reel it in. And that will wrap up the 8th inning. Hitting in 2/3, scoreless for Sugar. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Toyota. Toyota has 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. That's more than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. By Xfinity. Get reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years and same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Well, back here in South Florida, we begin the top of the 9th inning, and Bryce Harper will lead it off. He'll do so against Calvin Fauché. And a first pitch taken for strike one. Fauché will take over for Eknes, who finished his major league debut with a scoreless 8th inning. 0-2 to Harper.
So Fauché's got to have a little French background too, right?
I would think so.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
So he and Sean Lorette, are they? Have they chatted since?
I don't know.
Since the series started.
It's a good question. People can't hear Sean because he doesn't have an open microphone, which, you know, that we could do that from time to time, but Sean is our director.
Right.
1-2 to Harper. Two and two.
O'Shea throws a lot of cutters, sweepers, curveballs. Not too many straight pitches.
Now against the Dodgers, in that Dodgers series, he had a save and a hold. 3-2. He did walk 3 in one of those games. That was the game he got the save in.
Another one of those pitchers is throwing like 5 or 6 different pitches.
He had 15 saves last year for the Marlins. This is his 3rd season with the Marlins. Michael and Ricky are standing by for Phillies postgame live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. That's coming up after this one is over. Hit sharply to second. Jimenez has it. And Bryce retired here in the 9th inning. Alec Bohm, the batter, 1 for 4. RBI to fielder's choice, his first time up. Flied out to right, struck out, singled his last time. Phillies and the Marlins will wrap it up tomorrow. It'll be a night game tomorrow. On the heels of them bringing in 21,662 today. 3rd largest crowd here in 2026.
It's the biggest crowd I can remember for some time.
I will tell you, I feel the same way. 1-2. Fly ball center field. Ruiz is out there. He's under it. And he makes the catch. Major League Baseball is partnering with Crisis Text Line to increase mental health awareness. Free 24/7 confidential support in English and Spanish. Text MLB to 741-741. Now 2 outs for Brandon Marsh. Marsh has 2 hits today. A walk and a run. Breaking ball 0-1.
Really like the way he's swinging the bat, using left center to right center really as his gauge. A lot of hits in that area. Through the middle of the field.
Swing and a miss, and Marsh strikes out. The Phillies are retired here in the 9th inning. Bullpen's retired the last 9. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Phil's up by 5. You like retro caps? Well, come on out to the ballpark on Thursday, May 7th. SEI sponsors this great cap. Phillies will host the Athletics. Secure your seats today by going to Phillies.com. Ryan Kerkering will take over to pitch this 9th inning. Kerkering, you see his numbers. It's been good, 2.31. And facing Morel, who we thought maybe re-injured his oblique in his last at bat, but he stayed in. Skies this one to left center field. Reyes is over. He'll call it off. I think he says he sees it. Usually when the arms go out like that, it's the universal sign of I can't see the ball. Ricky and Michael are standing by for Phillies postgame live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. We're going to talk to Chase Sugar after the game is over. I know it's been a nice offensive day, 11 hits, but he did a nice job again, hitting in 2/3 scoreless. 0-1 to Jimenez. Phillies will have a chance to win another series tomorrow. That's exactly what you want to do. 5-3 on the putout. I mean, this hole that they've dug themselves, it's obviously tough to fill in all the pieces to it. So you got to be patient. You can't do it all in one day.
No, it's almost impossible to do that. I mean, unless you go on a ridiculous run of, like, 15 out of 16 or 15 out of 17, but it's slow and steady, one pitch and one game at a time.
Ruiz the batter. Outside corner, 0-1. Don Mattingly next to his bench coach, Dusty Wathan. Look out.
Talked to Dusty about that, and he really has enjoyed this this new role. He's preparing a little differently, a lot differently, like he was preparing when he was managing in the minor leagues, and making sure that he has all the information for his manager. Really enjoying this role. I really think that Dusty should be a major league manager somewhere.
Well, he's
interviewed.
Really should. He's interviewed before. He and Paco both.
Yeah, I hope they get opportunities, because these are good baseball people.
1-2. 2-2. He had his makeshift desk he's got in the clubhouse. It's the top of a container.
Yep.
That has legs that open up.
It's a game of adjustments, Tom.
Yeah.
I think that Orion thought that was strike 3.
Yeah, no challenges left for the Phils. Tenth pitch of this inning to try to finish it off. Out towards shortstop to his left, Turner. Little spin, throws on a couple of hops in time. And the ball game should be over. They will look at it underneath. The Marlins will. Clayton McCall has his hand up. Okay, maybe the ball game isn't over. Mark Wagner is the crew chief. He had yesterday off, but he's refreshed and ready to go.
Miami is challenging the out call at first base.
I mean, a heck of a play from Trey Turner, and athletic a play. Ruiz can really run. He was scooting down the line.
Our manager's review brought to you by Grungo Law. What's the call? Well, it's got to hit any portion of the glove.
He might be safe.
Boy, I don't know.
You know, he hit the bag right exactly where you're supposed to. That's for the youngsters out there. I mean, you hit the bag. If he hits it on top of the bag, he would have been out. Now he's got a chance to be safe.
Yeah, the call is out, so there has to be irrefutable evidence that he was able to beat it and the ball had not hit any part of Harper's glove. So they'll slow it down and take a look at it. Clayton McCullough has a little UL Washington and Dusty Baker going right now with the toothpick.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah, you're right. He didn't reach at all. Basically, look how low his foot was along the line, along the ground.
Yeah, the tip of his toe hit the very front part of the bag.
After
Here we go.
review, the call in the field stands. The runner is out.
Call in the field stands. The runner is out, and the ball game is over. And the Marlins go down 1-2-3 in their half of the ninth inning. And the Phillies have won 2 of the first 3 in this series. And they'll try to finish off a series victory tomorrow night here at Lone Depot Park. It was close. They'll take it. Phillies jumped out to a 6-0 lead in the first inning. And it turned out that that was all they needed to win this one here this afternoon. And now they've won 5 of 6. So they've put a little bit of run together. Chevrolet player of the game is Jesus Luzardo. 6 in the third, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 10 strikeouts. And the last 2 starts, the Phillies have won both. 18 strikeouts and 0 walks.
He's been very good. His stuff has been excellent. He's made a little bit of an adjustment, obviously. And the thing that I'm really impressed by over the last several games, we won 5 out of 6. It's really about the starting pitching.
Yes, I would agree with that.
That starting pitching will set the tone. It has done so. I know that they got 6 early runs today, which sort of, you get a breather there. That certainly helps. But my goodness, that starting pitching has been very good lately.
Well, it kind of gives the bullpen a chance, and they just don't overtax themselves on a lot of levels when the starters are able to go into the 7th inning, like Luzardo did today, like he did in his last outing, and like Christopher Sanchez did earlier this week as well. So they win it by a final score of 7-2, and they take game 3 of this series. Chase Sugart is down on the field, and he has joined us now. Chase, we don't often get a chance to talk to relief pitchers, so thank you for joining us. This has been a nice little run the team's got going right now.
Yeah, we're playing good ball, we're playing good defense, and it's really easy when you score 6 in the first. So
yeah,
especially with the guys we've got and the pitching staff we got. So just handed it off to one another.
Chase, you've been throwing the ball extremely well lately since you've gotten back, and tell me what's the secret right now for you?
Just pounding the zone. I feel like I'm my biggest enemy whenever I'm not throwing strikes, and that's when things go south for me. So just attacking the zone with my stuff and trusting that what I have is better than the guy in the box.
When you went back down to the minor leagues, was there anything that you adjusted after spring training? Because I thought you had a good spring training and threw the ball well. I thought it was just a numbers thing.
Yeah, spring, I didn't feel like I had a good spring. I was walking a lot of guys, but I was getting the innings and I feel like I was making the most of it, but kind of pitched my way out of a spot. So,
okay.
Just kind of went down to Lehigh and had a chip on my shoulder, and just carrying it with me now.
Who in that bullpen is the kingpin down there? And is you guys just working together, or is somebody taking the reins there as the leader?
I would say it'd be Tim Meza. He's got the nickname the Sheriff, so he makes sure that we're not acting up, and he's a real big rule follower.
You know, he does have his master's degree, and he did speak at a commencement, so he is, you know, a little refined, you know.
I think he's a little too smart for his own good.
Yeah, that's exactly. Hey, were you surprised with how people responded to you winning both ends of the day-night doubleheader the other day, and how it hasn't really happened that often?
Yeah, you know, I didn't know anything about it, and, you know, especially this day and age with, you know, arm care and, you know, covering guys, it's, you know, that opportunity probably doesn't come about very often. So, you know, it's, you know, an honor to be able to do that, and, you know, it just worked out to where the offense came back and won the game.
Well, listen, this has been a nice run, and you've been a big part of it, so thank you for joining us, and let's keep it going.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, Chase Sugart, our guest, as the Phillies win Game 3 of this series, and they win it by a final score of 7-2. A lot of good things to talk about with today's ball game, and it's so ironic. The game changes within 24 hours. After getting just one hit last night, the Phillies reach double digits in hits today. The crossover, brought to you by Toyota, is coming up next.
Continue post-game live.
And from year-round payment assistance programs to servicing a